Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the hills of India, there lived a young boy named Deepak. Deepak was smart, talented, and full of potential, but he had one constant struggle: negative habits. Every morning, instead of waking up early and starting his day with energy, he would stay in bed for hours, always running late. At school, he spent most of his time in situations where he could have made the most, but instead, he left everything until the last minute. Although Deepak was highly intelligent, he often felt like something was missing in his life. His negative habits, like a shadow, weighed down his efforts, and he felt as if he couldn't reach true success. Deepak knew that unless he changed something, these habits would hold him back forever. One day, as Deepak was walking home from school, he crossed paths with a middle-aged man named Rohit. Rohit had once lived in the same village and was now known for his wisdom, offering guidance to villagers struggling with their own challenges. Deepak, troubled by his own behaviors, asked Rohit if he could speak with him. Rohit, with a kind look, sat next to him and asked, "What's troubling you, my boy?" Deepak spoke in a soft voice. "I try every day to change my bad habits, but I just can't. Nothing seems to go right in my life. I'm always late, I finish everything at the last minute, and I'm never happy with myself." Rohit listened quietly for a moment and then said, "Once upon a time, in this very village, there was a man who could never keep his promises. Like you, he would procrastinate every day. But one day, he decided to take action and change. He began to look at a small tree in the village that had been weak and small for many years. Strong winds and storms bent it, and it couldn't seem to grow. But one day, the tree decided to stand tall against the wind and grow towards the sky." Deepak listened carefully to the story. Rohit continued, "This tree, despite being bent by the strong winds every year, kept growing. Over time, it became taller and stronger than all the other trees. The tree had learned to face the storms, not avoid them." Deepak thought deeply about the story. "So you're saying I have to fight against my bad habits, just like the tree faced the storms?" "Exactly," Rohit smiled. "Negative habits are like the winds that bend you, but if you face them head-on and take small steps to change, you will grow stronger. You must start small, just like the tree did, and with time, you will stand tall." With this newfound wisdom, Deepak decided to change his life. He set small, achievable goals for himself. He decided to wake up earlier each morning and plan his day. He made time for his schoolwork, his chores, and even some time for himself. Instead of procrastinating, he created a schedule and stuck to it. At first, it was tough. Each day felt like a challenge. He still felt the pull of his old habits, but Deepak kept pushing forward. He started seeing small changes. He was able to complete assignments on time and felt more energized by the end of the day. With each new day, his confidence grew. He realized that positive habits didn't come all at once. They were built over time, one small step at a time. As the weeks went by, Deepak continued to build on his new habits. He stopped making excuses, took responsibility for his actions, and slowly felt a transformation within himself. It wasn't about perfection. It was about consistent effort. Deepak was changing, one habit at a time. One day, after a few weeks of working on his habits, Deepak went to his house and, with a bright smile, said to Rohit, "Today, for the first time, I completed everything on my to-do list, and I feel amazing. Nothing could stop me today." Rohit smiled deeply. "You see, change always begins with small steps. Never underestimate the power of small changes. Now that you've made room for the right habits, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to." Deepak nodded, feeling the truth in Rohit's words. He now knew that success wasn't about doing everything perfectly. It was about creating positive habits and sticking to them, no matter how small the change seemed. As time went on, Deepak not only changed his own life, but became an inspiration for others. His friends and classmates began to notice how calm and focused he was. They would ask him for advice, wondering how he had managed to turn his life around. He would smile and share his story, saying, "Negative habits can always be changed, but only if you're willing to take those small steps. It won't happen overnight, but each day counts. Start with small changes, and soon you'll see bigger results. Deepak's friends, eager to learn from him, began to create their own schedules and focus on their top priorities. Slowly but surely, they also started experiencing less stress and more success in their lives. Deepak's simple approach to transforming habits had not only transformed his life, but the lives of those around him as well. Years later, Deepak became a successful young man, known for his calm and determined nature. He had turned his life around by changing his habits, and now he was helping others do the same. Whenever someone asked him about his success, he would always remember the story of the tree and the lesson it had taught him. As he stood one day looking out over the village, Deepak smiled. He had learned that negative habits were just obstacles waiting to be overcome, and with consistent effort, anyone could transform their life. And so, Deepak continued to teach the younger generation that change comes not from making huge leaps, but from taking consistent, small steps towards better habits every single day. If you found Deepak's story inspiring, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing stories and tips on turning negative habits into positive ones. Start today, change your habits, and transform your life.